Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back doing your November 2015 monthly tarot horoscope. And this is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Krabby Pants Cancer. Now, I tried to record this video yesterday when there was light in my room, and this is actually, I don't know why, but when I get to Cancer, it's like I lose all the light and it's just kind of a dim, and I did try, but then I had to pause my video and I only got halfway done. So I'm actually going to start over again because I feel like, you guys deserve to have a whole video uninterrupted. I tried for some of the other ones. I think it was Scorpio. I had to pause it, and I didn't want to make every single video, interrupted. So, I try my best to go all the way through, but as you notice, my videos are quite long. So sometimes it's my computer that dies. Sometimes it's my voice that dies. Sometimes that I die. No, I'm just kidding. I actually really love doing these videos. I do. Sometimes it's very tiring and I get frustrated that I'm talking too much, but I really do love what I do. So I also like my private clients too. So that said, if you'd like a private reading, feel free to email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. That's spelled OLSON, and you can find out more information about my YouTube channel, my prices, my payment and schedule, and all that stuff on the About section on my channel. So I charge $75 per hour, and I only schedule 1-hour sessions for individuals and couples, okay? I do offer a tarot cord cutting combo that's 90 minutes, and it's $150. If you have never had any kind of cord cutting or anything like that before, and you haven't met with me before, a lot of times I just recommend doing the 1-hour reading to kind of begin and kind of go from there. That said, let's just start. Okay, so I have been shuffling, and again, this is for everyone who has their ascendant, sun, or moon in Cancer, and we are sitting at my desk in the old school style where there's not much light in the room, and you can barely even see me, but I figured you'd appreciate this video because I'm trying to get it out to you, pretty much the same day as everybody else. So you guys are so cute. You got some really cool cards here at the end of November. The outcome, let's start with the outcome. So for those of you who are new to my channel, okay, I don't always record in the dark, okay, but for this instance, I am, okay. Eventually I'm going to get some lights in here, but the point here is that the end, I kind of bop around in my readings, and sometimes I start in the beginning or present day, present moment, and sometimes I go to the future, and sometimes I talk about the distant past. So it really just depends. Right now, I'm going to jump, fast forward to the future. We're going to go back to the future and talk about the outcome. Okay, so the outcome is the Strength card. And the Strength card can indicate a testing time, a time where you're basically going through a lot, and can indicate feeling either overpowered by a partner or just kind of underpowered in life, okay? And this did come up for Leo, and I did mention in my Leo video, I'm pretty sure that, there was a possibility that he or she could be in a relationship with the Cancer, with you. So most likely the outcome is you being in a relationship with a Leo or with a Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius male, okay? Or female, okay? You also may have a giant dog. Okay, if you have a giant dog, we are talking Saint Bernard, we are talking Great Dane, we are talking one of those deer type dogs that are so big they're like a deer, they're big. Any big dog, okay? This is you, okay? You may just have a dog. Okay, this may be a dog that you're very, very close to, and you love very, very much. And the outcome is you with the dog standing on this, ledge here, looking out to the world. It's you and the dog versus the world. Okay. So to me, it is a card about strength, having the strength to get through everything. Now, the problem is that when the universe tests us to see how strong we are, usually the shit kind of hits the fan. Usually something happens that gets us really in touch with our own strength, whether it's some kind of loss, something that we didn't get because we're being tested, something maybe we really wanted but we didn't get. It's a tougher time, okay? So the end of November, this is how it ends. However, I pulled another card to see, what else is kind of going on at the end of November. And you got the wish card, a lot like other people. So there's a lot of wishes. A lot of people are manifesting right now. Like this is like where everybody's kind of in a little bit of a dreamland in November. It's almost like, and maybe this is because Thanksgiving is happening, or maybe this is because we're going into wintertime. I'm not sure, but it's just the energy present, okay? And you're wishing for two things. Some of you, or maybe some of you are wishing for these individually, but you're wishing for peace of mind, freedom from worry, okay? This is freedom from worry. Moving on from any kind of, tough situations, people, negative influences, anybody that's, kind of nipping at your heels, anything that's causing you stress or strife, okay? This is you moving away from that, wanting to be free from that. This is you also, if you have a little boy, I see this as a little boy or a little girl, who's, could be someone in your family. It doesn't have to be your child. But this is somebody you were very concerned about and have been concerned about. Maybe they don't sleep through the night, or maybe they're very sickly. Whatever it is, this is you not needing to have to worry about them, okay? This is you having the freedom from worry, okay? So, that's kind of how I see one of the things that you're wishing on. Okay. The other thing that you're wishing on is love, which is why I said you guys are cute, because you got the Lovers card as, the other thing. So some of you want a relationship, you want commitment, you want a partner, you want romance, you want love, you want the whole relationship. Some of you want to get married. The issue is the person that I think you want to get married to is I want to say not the one, okay? For whatever reason, this is a guy who is, I'm going to show you the cards here, who is a chicken shit, okay? And you can quote me on that, okay? Chicken shit. That's right. You heard me right. Okay, so we got this guy who's commitment phobic. He's scared of getting hurt, doesn't want a relationship, and he is deceiving you in some way. Okay, Cancer. So you have to be very cautious, very, very cautious who you get involved with, and who you want to marry. Because I feel like Cancers get very dreamy about relationships, and they end up falling for the wrong person. If you are a Cancer male, it is you that has a little bit of fear about commitment. It is you that may have a little bit of cold feet. It is you that isn't really telling your partner the whole truth, okay? There's deception. There's also issues with drugs and alcohol, okay? For some of you, not for everyone, but for some of you, there are issues with drugs and alcohol. This is being blocked by these things. So literally, you are blocked by fear, and you're blocked by confusion. To me, the moon can indicate also fear of the unknown, not knowing what's going to happen, feeling lost, not being able to see the light, not being able to see your way out of something. There's similar energies. You got the Nine of Swords, which is that spiral light of, the darkness, kind of creeping in, and not being able to see the light at the top. And then the Moon is also the negative thinking, feeling lost, feeling confused, being afraid, because you're lost in the dark, and everybody's afraid of the dark. So whether they admit it or not, they are. So anyways, it's similar energy to me, and it's just a continuation. This is what's forming what I call a brick, okay? A brick is two cards that come together that form some kind of serious blockage, okay? Serious challenge. So for you Cancers, this is a difficult thing for you to overcome, okay? This is the challenge in mid-November. You may be in this kind of period starting the beginning of November and then continue into this sort of mid-November. I don't really see you coming out of it until the end of November, if you should be able to come out of it, period, okay? Because this is the kind of challenge that holds people back for an indefinite period of time. You also have the Five of Cups, which is feeling brokenhearted, which is feeling overwhelmed, negative sadness, emotions, loneliness, wondering when you're going to meet Mr. Right. And the way to overcome the Moon is to trust that everything's going to be okay. Okay? Understand that other things will come in if you're not afraid. Letting go of the fear, embracing the trust. That's kind of what has to happen. You also have indecisiveness going on in your emotions. So not only are you very emotional mid-November, broken up about something, and just in general kind of in that space of when is it gonna fucking happen for me? That frustration, There's also indecisiveness, okay? There's the Three of Wands, which is being, this is very similar to the girl that ends up standing on the edge. It's almost the same. It's interesting, I never noticed this before. It's almost the same person. So, okay, if you see these cards, okay, so I'm just going to show you. It's hard to see in here, but, okay, this girl sitting on the edge of this cliff where there's it doesn't continue. The road stops. She's standing there with her cat, and she's looking out, right? Now, if you were to imagine this being the up close, like, so zoom in to her standing on the edge with her cat. Of course, in the magical kingdom, the cat is actually grown overnight or magically, maybe she's been standing there for many years, and the cat, instead of being very, very small, is very, very large, okay? And she's been standing there for quite some time, and she's still standing there. That's the up close, that's the zoom in. So zoom in to her, with the cat, that's her. So, or dog, okay? Cat or dog. I see it usually as Cancer has a connection to Leo. A lot of Cancers have a lot of Leo also in their chart. But also I see the Strength card a lot of times as being a person who has not just the cat, but the dog, okay, or a large animal that they're very close to. Or a relationship that they're that's very, very strong. Because you're blocked by this negativity, and because you're very indecisive about what comes next in your own life, and there's a lot of confusion, I want to say the Strength card is just you kind of standing alone with your dog, figuring out what you're going to do with your life. You also have the Star card in the position of emotions, which is healing. So despite the negativity, you may be a healer. You may be some kind of Reiki master or natural healer of sorts. You may be very focused on healing others. Cancers are natural nurturers. They are the natural healer. You may have come through a tough time. It may just be a roller coaster because you have the Three of Wands, which is the roller coaster ride. It is that road that is challenging. Right now, things may be either at a standstill for you, hot and cold with a relationship, or you may just really want a relationship. You got the Two of Cups crossing you, which is a commitment, romance, love, bliss, happiness. Because it's in the immediate future and what's coming in from the outside is negative, and you've got your brick that's kind of roadblock. I don't see that this Two of Cups relationship, if you should be dating or in a relationship, is going to last. I feel like if you are in a marriage, this is having serious marriage problems. If you are in a breakup, boyfriend-girlfriend situation, this is serious, endings, okay? The relationship naturally coming to an end, okay? For those of you who are, I can't say that if you are in a relationship, because a lot of people who are in a relationship that are watching this video, I cannot say that I can really realistically see your relationship continuing past this point. I can't see that. Now, maybe, and I can't say that it's going to happen if I don't see it. If it's in the cards that it's not going to continue, it's not going to continue. For those of you who are, watching this, that this is going to be primarily the situation. Some of you may be in long-term relationships, and for right now, things are status quo, okay? For those of you who are single, you may meet somebody and have like a hot one-night stand or a two-night stand or something short-term. I don't feel like it's long-term. For those of you who are in a marriage, I don't feel like it's really going to withstand the test of time, okay? Because you got the Six of Pentacles, which is the card of resentment, issues with money, issues with equality in the relationship, and you've got so much deception, so many lies, and so much negativity that is really just a roadblock that you're going to have to really work on getting past. Should you be in a relationship and want it to go long term, it's going to take serious counseling to get you past that point. This is the kind of thing that you don't recover from. This is the kind of long-term deception that's sort of like it's a cycle, or it's something that's kind of built up. It's not heading in a good direction. I feel like those of you who are being deceived and are on the receiving end of that deception, you're going to heal from it. For those of you who are not, who are on that deceiving end, where you are deceiving somebody or you are lying to, you're lying to somebody, which is deception, but you are actively trying to cover something up, or you're actively trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes, or you're actively not being authentic in some way, you're not being real with others, then this is where things remain stagnant. Things get stagnant. And this is where you're going to be forced to let go of this at some point, because the other person can only take so much. And the truth always sets someone free. So ultimately, it's sort of just things are building up right now. Things may have built up. There's a lot of crud. There's a lot of dark cloud energy, fear, negativity, paranoia, deception, shade. I mean, it's not what I want to see for anybody, okay? Especially not for Cancers, because Cancers need nurturing, they need clarity, they need, pink, fluffy, curtains. You know what I'm saying? They don't need negativity, because if they're in a relationship that's that negative, or if they're a Cancer person, male or female, that's deceiving others really, really badly, it is not going to be good for them long term, for their karma at all, because it will come back to bite them in the ass at some point. So, so I want to say Cancer, um, males and females, that you're, kind of on a roller coaster ride of a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, you're going through a testing time where things are challenging, where relationships are challenging, where, there's some aspects of needing to control things. There's so much fear and paranoia that it is almost unsurmountable for a lot of you. It's not something impossible, but it is difficult, okay? I always tell people, this is where I'd recommend any kind of Reiki healing, this is where I'd recommend defogging and defunking. This is where I'd recommend, you need to cut people out of your life that are negative, Cancer. Very, very, very much. Because you're not going to get to the relationship that you want unless you're clear of the crud. And you're not clear of the crud unless you overcome some of your own negativity. So if you're carrying around a dark cloud, nobody's going to want to be with you, because you're a dark cloud. Nobody wants to be a dark cloud. Nobody wants to literally go out on a rainy day and get the downpour. No, people avoid that. People wear raincoats for a reason. So this is why you need to clear your energy. I feel like your energy is really, really gunky, specifically in mid-November. And it's not entirely from the other person. It is a lot because you have so much negativity. The way you're seeing things is so negative. This is also depression. And I saw this with another one of the signs that I don't remember which one it was. Some of you are suffering from depression. I think this is Libra. So you may also have some Libra in your chart. Or you may be in a relationship with a Libra. If you're in a relationship, if you've been in a relationship for a long time, this may be where the two of you are kind of, you've absorbed their negativity. And so you've become negative, which then blocks you, okay? If you're in a relationship with somebody who's cheating, so say you're with your partner is a Cancer, and there's cheating, and there's deception, it's negative karma for you. So you're learning from their mistakes. You're learning and teaching them what not to do. It's a tough situation. But again, it's not impossible. But I feel like you're spending too much time looking back, and this is classic, looking back at the past and not moving forward, not clearing. It's like you need to like literally dust yourself off. Dust yourself off. Dust, transmute. It's gone. That's it. Just dust. Transmute. It's gone. You need to do that every day. You need to do what I call fills, where you go outside and you sit in the sun and you call on Archangel Raphael to fill you up with the light of the sun and fill you up with positive energy and fill you up with, the smell of the green grass and the blue, brilliant blue sky. You've got to fill up your energy with all that positive stuff and put the rose-colored glasses on, okay? I used to actually have a pair of rose-colored glasses. Isn't that crazy? I think I might still have them somewhere. I don't really know where they are. I've moved so many times. I'm lucky to have, dragged all of my stuff that I have with me, and it's all really in one place. The only thing I'm missing is my will. I don't know. It's funny. I had my will drawn up before I moved, and I don't know where it is. Honestly, it's lost somewhere. But anyways, so that's what I see for you guys. I am gonna pull, a final card, final two, to see if there's any other message that are coming through for you. Okay. So I pulled the Lover's card, okay? And I pulled the High Priestess. So again, love is very strong. You want a relationship. You want a partnership. Now, Capricorn, the outcome for Capricorn was also the Lover's card. So you may, because the Cancer shadow is the Capricorn, you may end up getting into a relationship with a Capricorn or someone who's Capricorn in their chart. You may not be a sun sign Cancer. Your ascendant might be in Cancer or your moon might be in Cancer, but you... you know, you may fall in love with a Capricorn because this is their outcome too. So, you know, you just may be in love with a Capricorn, or you may, you know, find a partner that's not a Capricorn also. But, you know, this is the High Priestess plus the Lover's card. These are major lessons. A lot of people say that the Lover's card is a choice, and I never see it as a choice. However, sometimes it's a spiritual choice. Sometimes it's a spiritual lesson. Sometimes it's meeting somebody that has that spiritual connection to you, that you just love them, and choosing to be with them or not to be with them, but understanding you have that some spiritual connection. And I'm getting a tingle on that, so I feel like a lot of you kind of will vibe with that. But also knowing that this is going to happen intuitively. I think some of you already kind of know. You already know the answer. You already know the outcome because you're a medium or because you have your own intuition. However, just so you know, I don't read for mediums, okay? Because medium's energy encroaches on mine, okay? And I have to end up pushing the medium's energy back, and they tune into mine, which then crosses my energy, and so it gets very confusing and it's very difficult. And most of the time, everything that I say, the medium already knows. So it's good to have intuition, though. There's nothing wrong with having these skills and abilities. You already know that that love and abundance is yours. And this is also fertility. For some of you who are looking to get pregnant, this is marriage and children. This is marriage and pregnancy, or pregnancy followed by marriage. It may not become in that order, okay? But this is, you know, wanting to become engaged, wanting to get married. Cancers naturally want this, okay? Why? Because their shadow is the Capricorn, and a lot of times Capricorns have such a career-oriented life because that's what their lesson is. And Cancers need to have a more home, love, romance-oriented life. So if you've been a Cancer that's waited a long time for romance, I feel like it's definitely coming for you in November because you've gotten it twice now. You're wishing for it, you're manifesting it, and I feel like it's going to happen. Just make sure that it is with somebody who is being honest with you, okay? Who is being open with you, who is telling you the truth. And it's hard to distinguish sometimes the truth via the lies, okay? But any guy that has told you in the beginning he didn't want a relationship, or any guy who's told you in the beginning that he wanted a relationship, but all of his past relationships have sucked ass and for serious reasons, you know, you need to hear these red flags, any red warnings, anything that's going to tell you no, okay? And you need to listen to that. You know, don't get sucked up into the romance part of it, that if he's not a good person, okay? Or if you can't trust him. Or if there's any kind of coming and going where he comes and he goes, you know. You know, women know when there's deception. Women make natural detectives. Cancer, I am counting on you to use your intuition and to know better, okay? And to move past it. I feel like, again, those Cancers who are the deceivers are going to have a tough time moving past this because it's just a bunch of crud that's building up. If you're in a relationship that you are being a deceiver, for whatever reason you're deceiving somebody else, it's time to get out of that relationship. The only way for you to move past your negativity is to get out of the relationship, is to move on. Don't wait. Don't argue. Don't give them the silent treatment. Don't play games. Don't try to fix it. In my mind, it's over. That's it. If you're on the receiving end of the deception, you will heal from this in time. Don't question it because you already know, okay? And you already know that something better is going to come along. So, amen to that, right? So, that's all for now. I wish you all the best, my lovely Cancers, and I'm going to send you big hugs like I usually do. Big hugs! Big hugs! Big kisses. And thank you so much for watching and liking and Google Plusing all my videos and messaging me. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to support my channel, feel free to click on the fan funding link. It'll take you through all the prompts to donate to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. So, all right, I'll be back again. Talk to you guys soon. Okay, take care.